Hello, welcome to today's Daily Dose. In the 3rd chapter of the book of Exodus, it begins with the words, "Now Moses was tending the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the back of the desert and came to Horeb, the mountain of God." The back of the desert. This is a place dry and barren where Moses met God at the end of his 40-year postgraduate course in the desert of Midian. It took God 40 years to get the sounds of Egypt out of Moses so he could hear the voice of God. It's often in the unlikeliest place and in the unlikeliest time that God will bring us to that great moment when he speaks into our lives, and that moment and that place are transformed into the sacred. Moses, as the adopted son of Pharaoh's daughter, had known far more glamorous days than these, a simple shepherd in the desert. But the special day and the sacred place, even though they may be plain and obscure and ordinary, are the time and place when we meet God and he speaks into our lives. There may not be a burning bush, and God may not come with immediate evidence of his presence and power, but the person who comes to God honestly, simply, and humbly, with no reservations, offering a willing heart, feeling or no feeling, that person has reached his Mount Horeb, and though it may be on the back of the desert, he is also at the mountain of God. God was dealing with Moses in that place. Exodus continues with verse 11, But Moses said to God, Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh, and that I should bring the children of Israel out of Egypt? It continues in verse 14, And God said to Moses, I am that I am. When God called Moses to his great work, Moses was filled with a sense of his own insufficiency. Who am I? But God made it clear that what mattered was not what Moses was, but who God is. I am that I am. When God called the prophet Jeremiah, he had the same fear as Moses. I am but a child, he said. But God corrected him. Do not say I'm a child. I am with you to deliver you. And the Apostle Paul asked, Who is sufficient for these things? And then he moved on to declare, Our sufficiency is from God. Moses started with, Who am I? But he soon asked, Who are you? It's good for us to know our own inadequacy, but we dare not stop there. We must move on to meet God and find that he is sufficient. It's not a matter of who I am, but of who he is. So may God bless you, have a good day, and keep safe.